Sudan Sawa Sawa network by Dr. Abdelmonim Ali. Today, I would like to analyze the humanitarian situation in eastern Sudan, the city of Qadarif. The war has affected so much to this city. The war that started on April 15, 2023 affected all cities and regions of Sudan. Qadarif is not the exception. So when the RSF has penetrated the central and southern part of Sudan, the city of Madani, Sinnar, and Al Jazeera, the people internally displaced, the families, including the children and women, arrive in the Qadarif town. As you know that Qadarif is an agricultural place that locates Ethiopia-Sudan border. Farmers there supply the domestic and regional markets with different crops. Sesame seeds is well-known and prominent crops known among people of Qadarif. Farmers there grow different crops, including millet, sorghum, and groundnuts. But the city of Qadarif has been experiencing an influx of internally displaced people. When people arrived there, including women and children, they were received. People there opened their homes for these people. But because of the capacity of the city already has suffering from water crisis and electrical cut or power cuts. So that impacted the city so much. People ended up in schools, government infrastructures, and internally displaced people camps. So that affected the people so much. To respond to the crisis, emergency response rooms, volunteers, and community-based organizations took the initiative to help the women and children and whole internally displaced people. People like Isam. I interviewed Isam. He told me the story. They go to the market from grocery shop to another grocery shop to get food to help these people. They also provide other basic needs for these people, not only shelter, but also they provided food, water, and power. Situation affected the city, Qadarif so much, and thus created economical problem, social problem, and security aspect, especially the area border Sudan, Ethiopia. In that area, there are a lot of security problems that's going on. As a response to this, also international organizations have been providing psychosocial support. These children who experienced disruptive learning in different regions, children who came with their families from Al Jazeera, from Sinnar and different regions, have come with traumas. They have seen their families being killed. They saw the horrific experiences of war that impacted the mind of these children and women. Some of the women experienced conflict-related sexual violence, and these children and women need psychosocial support. But the international response to this also affected so much, as the US cut has affected the work of emergency response room. As we know that the world has recognized the work of emergency response rooms, these volunteers have been nominated twice for Nobel Peace Prize. And this Nobel Peace Prize, even though it wasn't granted to the emergency response rooms, but it brought some kind of publicity to their work. Young people, including women and children and youth in Qadarif, started helping the people, and this is what people of Qadarif known for. But as we see the dynamics of wars that's changing from one place to another, the fighting that's going on between Sudan Armed Forces, SAF, and the Rapid Support Forces, the RSF, and the first one retaking Madani, Sinnar, and Khartoum, that lifted the suffering of the people of Qadarif. As the families, displaced families in Qadarif, starting going back to their homes in Khartoum, Sinnar, and Madani. But the war in Sudan hasn't stopped yet, as the efforts of Quad and the four countries, United States, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, the effort that has going on for a long time hasn't accomplished bringing peace to Sudan. And it is expected that if the war going on, that will bring more suffering to internally displaced people. those who went back to their homes may come back to Qadarif city. And these problems need to be urgently addressed by international efforts, regional efforts, and domestic efforts. Really, thank you so very much for watching this video, and see you next time.